on the speedway. Donlin sets the pace, 33 out of Decorah. Off of turn 4, it is showtime.
Three wide stacked up, turn number 1. Now we're going to go four wide. Oh, Donlin gets a little bit of a tap on the quarter panel, but gathers her back up. Everybody clean and green so far as Wettengale going to try to pull in front of Schweizer and have that lap number 1 in the hat. And hold on, Dixon and Garner and
a couple cars together at the bottom of 3 and 4.
Metcalf,
oh
I
my
believe.
Goodness, we are 3 wide and 1 and 2, but it's all for naught. Jalen Wettengale, the 91J, Topeka, Kansas native, out on the front. Here we go, off of turn number 4, Dave Bergeson waves the green flag, and we are back underway here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, the 11th annual USRA Nationals.
Look at Vaughn coming.
Fourth time we've been here.
Josh Kane right through the middle of the track, the 3J, but he's got that Vaughn machine, the 25. He's right there. Schweizer as well. A great battle here with Donlin outside, just looking in on the in that 5th position. Wettengale out front in that battle behind them, going to slow those other drivers up, but we sure love watching it, and things are getting slicing and dicing through there. Everybody trying to vie for position.
And Josh Kane, here he comes, coming to life in the 3J.
How many racing grooves are out there right now? Just look at this when they go in the corner. We got like 5, 6 different racing grooves. What an unbelievable track they have for this feature. As Kane now right on the bumper of Wettengale. Not going to have enough this time by, but he is on the move, stalking the 91.
Kane going to move up a line off of 2. I don't know if it's going to matter where the 3J puts that race car. That thing was quick out of the box this week. Kane qualified early. Now he's going to try to cross over Wettengale, who cannot hold the bottom. Wettengale opened the door, and Kane to the race lead on lap number 5.
Your current USRA national point leader has now found his way to the race lead. Josh Kane
charging through there. The 1G's into the top 6.
Oh, Pat Graham is on the move. Donlin high on the racetrack in the 33. Fenewald, the 21, he's working that high, wide groove as well. And also, that's a good battle. That 25 car in the Schweizer machine, you can see the old sparklers off the brake on the left front. Getting down there and giving it a little bit of a break to get the car to set and turn.
Kane to the race lead. Rio Rancho, New Mexico native on your screen at home. Rodney Schweizer battling with Jeremy Vaughn. That is a battle for the number 3 position. Derek Green searching the racetrack. Uh-oh, we got a car stepping out. Donlin around. And hopefully everybody can avoid contact, and they will. Lights are out on the speedway. 8 laps down. Going 40 with our stock cars. 20% of the way. Did the math on my own, Brian. Here we go. Kane down to the start-finish line.
You are a learned doctor, I would expect nonetheless, as Josh Kane goes down to the bottom side of the speedway. Fenewald going to try to make the top side work, but I think he's losing a little bit off the corner. Look at that. Hot damn. Pat Graham coming on the inside. The 1G working inside of Brian White. Rodney Schweizer blocking the track in front of those guys as Wettengale's got his hands full. Here comes the 25 of Vaughn.
Good battles all over the racetrack as Kane takes off. He is 9/10 in front of the second-place car. Jeremy Vaughn's been strong in car number 25. Started outside row 2 in the 6th starting spot into the runner-up position. And Wettengale going at it with Rodney Schweizer and Fenewald. Pat Graham there on the bottom.
Fenewald is making that outside groove work. You know, you talked about it earlier. He is gaining on that pack. Schweizer not going to give up the bottom side as Josh Kane is out front and walking away with it just by a little bit, not like a ton. He is not pulling all the way away as the caution comes out. Jason Purvis, as well as we've got
like a lot of damage.
Brian Bennett in the 10.
33 feature wins for the driver of the 3J, trying to steer it down and add one more to the trophy case. 11 laps down, 29 to go. Josh Kane brings him to green. Rodney Schweizer's been in the top 3, Brian, all night long. The driver of the 7-4. 74S on the bottom. Here comes Pat Graham, 3 wide, 4 wide racing. A little bit deeper there, about the 4th position. Fenawal's been up top, moving his line up. Pat Graham tootling on the bottom side. He'll throw a line to the Catfish again. The 1G is on the march. Hair flapping in the breeze. He is on the march. And here comes Derek Green.
Oh, Brian
White steps out the 41. And we got a Midwest Sheet Metal caution.
You can see those guys snugging the belts up, clear the carburetors. Josh Kane gonna hop on the good foot and do the bad thing. Here we go, stock cars back underway. That top side's coming in pretty good, as you can see everybody. Look how wide this racetrack is getting. There are grooves all over. Boy, I tell you, it doesn't take much to lose or gain at 1 or 2 positions with how close that everyone is racing in this one. And that is the difference between, you know, 3rd, 4th, 5th, just one blip of the steering wheel. Things could go awry, but Josh Kane out front and doing it right now. Schweizer and Vaughn having a heck of a battle for that 2nd spot. Then here comes Pat Graham now working to the inside of the 91J. 2nd place now goes to the 25 of Vaughn at the start-finish line that time by.
Vaughn is picking up the pace in the 25 car. Vaughn turning to 20.372, a little bit quicker the previous lap.
Yeah, quicker. He's catching it, man. I'm telling you, keep your eyes up front here. Kane, here we go again, though. You talked about it in the hobby stock race. Do you think Josh Kane is watching that video board and seeing how close that 25 of Jeremy Vaughn is? I know he's looking to at least see where everybody's running.
Pat Graham glued on the bottom. He's trying to get underneath Schweizer there. Wettengale running the center. Fenawald way to the top. Here comes Waylon Dimmitt in the 11 machine. Dimmitt started back in the 5th row in the 13th starting spot, so he's now into the top 8. Good shot there on your screen. 3 and 4 wide through the turns. As Rodney Schweizer on the bottom of Wettengale, your race is for the 3rd position.
Schweizer has just been super consistent in this race. Johnny Fenawald, he has been beating down that cushion all night long in the 21, and he's going to try to do it again. He's not going to give up on the top side of the speedway. Waylon Dimmitt, he's just going right through the middle. That means there is some grip out in this racetrack. And Pat Graham, look at that, right on the bumper of Rodney Schweizer.
Ooh, field, the racetrack narrows up a bit there. Fenawald almost touching Wettengale there, as Dimmitt's going to try to chop that off, and he'll take that spot away. Dimmitt might be one of the faster cars on the speedway. He now is into the 5th position.
Yeah, just looking at lap times, 20.405, or 405 was the quickest lap the last time by. Jalen Wettengale now going to have to deal with that car. Waylon Dimmitt right there. Look at this. Hair Nation's Brandon Hare poking his nose up there. The 56 now working to the inside of Pat Graham. Wettengale has problems with the 11 of Waylon Dimmitt as he is working to the inside. Fenawald, he's still ripping the lip, digging like Dale Jr. on the top side of the speedway.
Pat Graham has changed his line, Brian. He's now going up and actually going backwards a little bit as Fenawald continues to pound the cushion up there. Oh, Wettengale out of room on the top. Got against the concrete.
Oh,
and now he's going to get helped around. And both
no.
cars into the concrete.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and then Todd Staley loops it around at the bottom there.
He might have had help. I'm pretty sure the 91 had help.
Yeah.
Just going out on a limb there.
We go off at turn 4. We are back to racing.
Josh Kane down to the bottom. Look at Vaughn right through the middle. Good run there for the 25, but Kane too good on the bottom. Wettengale working the middle of the track. You got Dimmitt and Schweizer on each side, but Jeremy Vaughn in front of them. That's your top 5. Brandon Hare, Pat Graham, 3 wide for that third spot.
Waylon Dimmitt, the 11 car, searching the speedway, trying to get underneath Vaughn. That is a battle for second, third, and fourth on your screen right behind him, Brian. Look at that, a 4-pack. Throw him under the same blanket. That is a battle for the number 5 position. 4 wide again in turn number 4.
Boy, it has not disappointed this week. Pat Graham has to get out of the gas and tuck back. Brandon Hare going to be the good luck recipient out of that one as he works the middle. Going to go around Rodney Schweizer and take that spot. But Derek Green snookers them all.
I was going to say.
He moves into P5 on the top side.
Derek Green is cracking the whip on the top, picking him up and putting him down on the exit of turn number 4. Now a strong run onto Wettengill. And Derek Green, the 32, hoping nobody takes that line as he has found something on the top.
He's going to be one tired cookie when he gets done with this one. He's got to hop in the modified and do it again.
90 laps back to back. He's got to try to clear Wettengill, and that might be hard to do as Wettengill is sweeping up off the bottom there. And he's going to try to get a run down the back straightaway. And a little shot to the shorts there.
That's just letting him know that he's there. Everybody makes it through unharmed. Pat Graham going to slide back by Derek Green. Did he have that one at the line? Nope, Derek Green still ahead of Hot Damn that time. Brandon Hare, look at that. Down on the bottom.
Look at him.
Oh,
into the top 4, the Hare Nation.
Well, look it up. Brandon Hare started in the 16th spot.
Wow.
And he is currently riding in that P4 as the yellow comes out.
Let's see what Derek Green and Pat Graham do back there. Brandon Hare's one to watch as well. And Waylon Dimmitt's been the mover of the night so far. But Vaughn with a really nice restart in the 25.
Everybody kind of hanging around the bottom that time on the restart, except for the missile Miles McHale and Todd Staley. They're going to try to work on the top side, the two of them alone for the most part. Everybody going down there. Look at Wettengill coming back. The 91J working the middle of the speedway as Josh Kane's going to have a challenge by Vaughn maybe into turn number 1.
Vaughn in the 25 springing to life. 1 lane above, and Dimmitt's way taller. Clear to the top, and here comes Vaughn. Half car length separation side by side in 3 and 4.
Oh, Vaughn has a good corner there, but Kane probably going to have to muscle it up, and he does. He still hangs on to it that time by the start-finish zone. He's going to try to hunker down there on the bottom. I'm just looking as well. Doug Keller past Pat Graham, now into that 6th position, and he's working on the back of the 56 of Brandon Hare and the 91J of Wettengill. Look at Keller through the middle. He's making that work, and he has been the whole race.
Doug Keller is up 17 positions. The number 7 right there, the meat and the sandwich, vying for the number 4 spot. Is he going to take 2 on the back straightaway? The 7 car's on the march. 8 laps to go this time by. Can Keller come from 23rd into the top 5? He will this time.
Look at that, Doug Keller in that 5th spot. Waylon Dimmitt now to the inside of Jeremy Vaughn. That's your battle for
flying
second.
In the air.
Holy
whole right side ripped off the 9 of Haynes. And he's still, actually the whole left side ripped off that race car.
Is that Mason Beck?
It might be.
Yep, I think it is. And there goes parts unknown.
Yeah.
So Robert Claunch had that beautiful Scott Bloomquist wrap on Mason Beck's car. Got that tore up from the floor up on Wednesday night. Rolled out the backup car. Now he's got a whole another right side to get put on that. So Claunch should be happy that he's got some more business drummed up.
Here we go, Brian, steering him down the banking. Got a car dropping out on the back straightaway to the infield. I believe it was Beck, and we are racing. 7 laps to go. Dimmitt, a nice restart. Doug Keller likes it. He opens the door, and Dimmitt going to snooker Vaughn on the restart.
Boy, he slid way high on the exit. Vaughn going to be able to catch back up. Now Keller on the inside of the speedway. They're tripled up behind them as well.
Doug Keller has it hooked up on the bottom. Dimmitt's gone to the top. He's tired of following. He's going to move 1 line up off the bottom, and Doug Keller looking to bust into the top 3. There he goes on the back straightaway.
Pat Graham was battling the 91J there. He slid by him on the back stretch. They're still 2 by 2. Look at Dimmitt using that momentum to slide all the way high, wide, and handsome. But Josh Kane just has that thing hooked up so good on the bottom side of the track. No one has had anything for him on the bottom side there.
So Keller came out of a B, correct? He
Yeah.
qualified out of a B tonight. Things are tightening up. Demet is surging as well on the top. It's a little bit tougher to keep the drive off the top. It's slicking off, and everybody fighting over the bottom right now. But Demet, look at him, making it work on the top.
Yeah, he certainly is. And now Keller has reached those top 3 cars, having a little bit of trouble getting past Vaughn. That thing has been a rocket ship all weekend long, but here he goes. He gets some dig off the bottom. He's going to have it that time. Now Doug Keller into that 3rd position. Unreal. What a run for the 7.
And Waylon Demet, he seems to close the gap on the center through the turn. He's driving in a little bit harder, but as he chases it up and it washes out up the racetrack, that's where he loses track position.
Well, Waylon Demet started back in that 13th position himself. So if he's got something left, now's the time to do it because the green flag was held high that time by. Josh Kane is going to work the bottom side of the track in a half a second lead on the 11. He's going to stare at the old doctor's coat. It goes high to the sky. 1 lap to go for Josh Kane.
Kane will take him down at a 1 and 2 for the final time of the evening for your stock cars. As Keller and Vaughn continue to go side by side for the number 3 spot. Pat Graham has advanced into the top 5, but final 2 left-hand turns, picking up the feature win, Josh Kane in the 3J.
So Josh Kane picking up the victory here at the Summit Racing Equipment USRA Nationals. Waylon Demet with a heck of a run comes home in that 2nd spot. Jeremy Vaughn sneaks back by Doug Keller for 3rd. Doug Keller comes home 4th. Pat Graham slides into that 5th spot.